as he wipes himself off with sandpaper. Oh, hello and guten Tag. I am Dr. Fripp, and whenever I do not perform acts of flesh art, I am here in my hideaway reviewing movies. So, today I review The Human Centipede 2 first full sequence. So, like I said, Tom 6 says that the trilogy is like a 3-course meal. So, the first one was the appetizer. So are you ready for the main course? The Human Centipede 2 full sequence is written and directed by Tom 6, as usual. It stars Lawrence R. Harvey and Aisling Yenny. So, you think with it being a sequel, it will follow the events from the first movie, but no. Tom 6 chose to go in a very different direction, and I kind of admire the man for his unique take in, sequels. So, the second one is set in London, and it follows a disturbed loner named Martin Lomax, played by Lawrence R. Harvey. He is a disturbed loner who has a job as a car park attendant and is absolutely obsessed with the first sequence, as he watches it on his laptop and then watches it again. Even has a scrapbook of the film. And wants to get the original 3 actors, the Akimoto, the Asian guy, Ashley C. Williams and Aisling Yenny, telling them that they got some kind of audition. Anyway, Martin is sat watching the film till he sees a couple in the car park shouting and fighting. Martin goes up to them and he shoots the man in the leg, and then the woman then knocks them both out and puts them into the back of his van. He then rents out a warehouse and knocks out the man who owns it, and, well, this is where he begins his dark, grisly experiment. He lives with his abusive mother and his sexually abusive father, who performs sexual violence on Martin. He's in prison, so you kind of feel for this guy, you know? He's disturbed and lonely, and he has sort of looking to his scrapbook of the film like his Bible. Anyway, he has a pet centipede that he likes to feed, and also he has a psychiatrist that looks an awful lot like Charles Darwin. And of course, the Charles Darwin doctor guy tells him that his mother is very worried about him, and touches his lap right next to him while sat next to his mother. His mother tells him he keeps talking about a centipede made of 12 people, and the doctor thinks it's a passing phase, that he's using it to channel the shame and filth from the sexual infliction inflicted on him by his father. And anyway, as the movie goes on, he starts to kidnap random people in the car park. Now, these characters, you don't know much about them really, who they are. They're just people that are in the wrong place at the wrong time, which are knobheads too. You know, they are horrible to Martin. Except for a car with a family in, he knocks out the father and the pregnant mother and leaves the toddler in the car. Anyway, he kidnaps the parents, the pregnant woman, who he plans to put at the front. And then one of them says, "You can't do it, the Human Centipede's a fucking film, he's going to source mouth to anus." So he then even kidnaps his racist, horrible, abusive neighbor, which I don't feel sorry for. Yeah, he was a horrible man. No one liked him. I think the whole motive was for you to hate him. So what else was happening, yeah? He then sees his psychiatrist in a car with 2 people, a fat man and a prostitute. He kills the psychiatrist by shooting him in the penis and then the head. So basically, he got a lucky escape, the Charles Darwin man. But as for the fat man and the prostitute, he took them. The prostitute could have hit him with pepper spray. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Useless. Also, Martin, he pisses blood as he wanks himself off with sandpaper, because as a victim of sexual abuse, he mutilates his genitals. Also, there's 2 drunk women who see him, and he takes them too. And anyway, after he's got like his 11 people, he just needs another. Anyway, he tells the agent of Aisling Yenny, from the first one who played Jenny, this time she is playing herself. He gets her to, he tells them that she has an audition for a Quentin Tarantino movie and flies into London. Of course, she's excited and stuff and things. Why the fuck did our agents not look for, details of this? It's like our agents don't give a fuck about her. Anyway, she is then taken to the warehouse where she thinks she is going to audition for the Quentin Tarantino movie. Then to discover that there's people laying around everywhere, and Martin knocks her out and strips her, and then begins the procedure. Of course, he attempts it the surgical way, but he does not have surgical skills, so the first guy bleeds out of his ass and dies. He also knocks them all out again, and also thinks that he has killed the pregnant woman. So up to now, he's got 10 people now, as the other 2 are dead. He then decides to use another way, by using staples and duct tape, to make his own centipede, and also cuts into their knees. He puts Aisling Yenny at the front. Now, if I had to choose, I would want to be on the front, because I don't like to eat shit. I drank piss, but shit, fuck no. Also, I can surgically do it, I'm a surgeon, because the first sequence was 100% medically accurate. This one, 100% medically inaccurate. So anyway, after the pregnant woman is not dead, she manages to scream and run out while she's screaming and going into labour. Also, Martin, he rapes the centipede. Not only that, he gives him laxatives, injects laxatives into all of them, and then they fart in a comedy-like fashion. And Martin is like dancing around in joy, blowing raspberries. And then the pregnant woman escapes, gives birth, and she crushes the baby's skull under the car pedal, and then gets away. Martin then panics and kills the entire centipede by shooting them all. When he's run out of bullets, he starts to cut their throats. Then there is Aisling Yenny who is left. He looks at her, and then she just punches him. Also, he force feeds her too. Not shit, just dog food or something. Anyway, she punches him in the genitals, because he wrapped barbed wire around his penis to rape the centipede. I don't fucking know why. Anyway, she then gets Martin, pulls his pants down, puts a funnel up his buttocks, and throws his little pet centipede into his ass, and he crawls up it. Then he kills Aisling Yenny by stabbing her with a needle. The film then ends where Martin's back in his booth, watching the first sequence again. And of course, we see that the toddler is still in the car, and that is how the movie ends. So, this one was very graphic and brutal. In fact, so much that they had to film the movie in black and white for that kind of reason. It was banned in the UK when it first came out, but in 2013 the ban was lifted as long as it was edited and all the graphic bits were taken, and most of the horrible bits were taken out. Sorry about that. My throat is getting a bit dry. I might have to get a drink of water after this. So he makes, in the UK cut versions, they cut out the baby skull getting crushed, they cut out him making the centipede, stapling them together, duct taping them. Also, we don't see Martin's mutilated penis, which is very badly mutilated, might I say. Okay, so yeah, the movie, The Human Centipede, full sequence. What am I going to rank this one? I will give it a good 2.5 laxatives out of 5 centipedes. I just thought it was not as good as the first one. The first one was made for the shock value. This one I would say is made for the disgust value. Because it was quite disgusting and that. But yeah, I've actually seen images of it in color and it is quite graphic to look at. So I see why it is black and white. I heard that one point they're re-releasing the second one in color. And I'm not sure. Anyway, this has been my review on the second one. Now join me tomorrow where I will review the third one, which is Final Sequence. So, if you like this video, please like, share, comment. Also, please subscribe to Random Ross's YouTube channel. He's not on YouTube much this month, but he will be on his social media still. His Facebook page and his Twitter, which will have links in the description below, so you can stay up to date and see what he gets up to outside of YouTube. So yeah, till then, I bid you all a Wiedersehen goodbye, yeah?